the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped up.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast New Jersey. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Now Hall to start the drive. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
Now they're open to do it consistently here. And a solid run down inside the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The Jets at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To the air. Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They have 3 yards on first of them.
And stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Allen off the play fake. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
From midfield, here's Allen. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Allen now looks to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing. But as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback. And eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we've reached. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they will not get a chance to. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so We don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Play action. Now it's Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Straight ahead is Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Wilson on first down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Allen off the play fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Brown, this time Cook. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Cook following the penalty. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the